Welcome to episode 4 of Pushing Through Difficult Seasons. We talked about perspective, that you must maintain perspective, knowing that whatever season you're going through is marked. There's a beginning, there's an end. Don't make it more than a flu or allergy season. Don't put more meaning, don't assume the world is out to get you. Perspective. But that perspective then leads to perseverance. We have to be able to persevere over time, or we will stay in the difficult season that we're in. What keeps us stuck? Reaction. When we just react to stimuli, we stay where we are. When we act intentionally out of the person we want to become instead of reacting out of the person that we're trying to change, we will persevere, overcome, more than being consistent, persevering, overcoming, becoming stronger in the process. And then there's patience. You can't persevere. You can't keep going. You can't get through this without patience. If you had somebody in your life that you would consider to be a patient person, if you have a mother or a father, a grandfather, what have you, someone in your life that's patient, well, how would you describe them? They don't get ruffled. They don't get riled. They don't get all upset all the time over every little thing. They don't react all the time, even though people may mistreat them. They are patient. Patient in their demeanor. Patience in the sense that they are able to endure long suffering, which means suffer long. They can endure these things and they understand the process. Now, in the archives of the Life Domination Coaching Group, I have an entire 5-message series just on the subject of patience. And this is where you do need to be consistent. But it's a different kind of consistency. It's just not going through things consistently in a mechanical way. It's knowing that patience is creating something in you. Patience creates something in you. As you are persevering, as you are acting and not reacting, constantly acting in a way that is not being governed by the fiery trial, but shows you to be governing the fiery trial, the difficult season that you're going through. You learn this patience. You learn this ability to endure. You learn this ability to maintain perspective. You learn this ability to be peaceful and at rest. Very challenging at times when things are going chaotically all around you. But you must be patient. And patience comes, as I said, with perspective and perseverance. But it's the ability to know and understand. So you need this is where understanding, or as I've said oftentimes, interpretation. You have to be able to look at things interpretively and see them in a much larger sense than you typically do. You will get impatient and frustrated if you get trapped in the moment. If you get stuck and you look at something just for what it is and just look at it like that, you will get impatient. In order to demonstrate patience, you have to change not just the way you see yourself, but you got to change the way you see other people. You got to change the way you see circumstances. You cannot give them more meaning. And I say this a lot. You can't give the facts of life more meaning than they actually have. The more you subtract or diminish or remove the meaning from them, the easier it is for you to deal with them patiently. You just wait. You are waiting. You are waiting for things to develop. Now, the patience is not so much with yourself. It's more a patience with people and circumstances. Because oftentimes when we're going through difficult seasons, it's not just us. It's circumstances and it's other people that we interact with. So in that context, we must be patient. People don't understand what it is you're going through. They're never going to understand what you're going through. Circumstances are indifferent. They are impersonal. So you can't take that personally either. In order to be patient, you're going to have to change the way you see people, change the way you see circumstances. I mean, can you accept the fact that people don't understand what you're going through? Can you accept that? Can you accept it to the degree to where you say, you know what? I hereby free any and all people of any obligation to make me happy. I set at liberty every person from any obligation to have to make me happy, to have to make me stronger, to have to make me anything. I'll accept it. I'll let people, do good things and bring good things into my life, but I'm not dependent upon those things. I must realize now that I must become independent. What does independent mean? Independent means free from the control of others. If you are independent, you're free from control. If you're dependent, you are controlled, right? Isn't that what we call a drug addict? They are dependent. They have a dependency issue, or someone who is codependent. To the degree that you are dependent upon something, to that degree you are controlled by that thing. And if you are therefore dependent upon others and circumstances to determine your well-being, you are going to get impatient. You are going to get frustrated. You are going to get angry. It's just undeniable. It's going to happen. So during these seasons, when you're persevering, you must learn patience. And you must learn that you cannot be dependent upon anything, anybody, to help you get through this. They can help, but they're not the ones who determine whether you do or not. Because if you do that to people and they let you down, you just sink even deeper and deeper into your hole. Can you dig that? I hope you can.